for me, I have no choice but to go out solo, but I'm going to try. You do have a choice. You have met other vegans living in your town. You do have a choice. You can tell people, "Hey, I'm vegan." If you put on the I guarantee you, I bet you there's a Craigslist of Elk City. I bet you if you put on Craigslist, "Hey, I'm a vegan. I want to meet other vegans in town just to do mild activism." I bet you someone would say, "Yeah, let's do it." I know they would. I put stuff on Craigslist, and I met Lou Luck that way. I've met a few people. I put it on Craigslist, and I put it on Facebook. Hey, I'm just looking for someone to help me do a little light activism, and people reached out. People reached out. You can meet people online to do light activism and tell them, hey, no commitment, but hey, if you want, I'd like to do some light activism. I want to meet a couple other vegans. There's someone out there who's trying to do exactly what you're doing. You don't have to do it solo, but do it solo. I mean, do it solo. I can only hold the screen because I don't want to talk to people and don't want to see what's on the screen. Ben, that's a great thing to do. Do it. I'm really proud of you. Go out there and do something with the cube, and graduate to holding the screen. They usually only let you hold the screen for about 20 minutes, but the whole thing only goes a couple hours. Usually do like 20 minutes and you're in and you're out and you're in and out. Some people, they want to hold it the whole time. But I always volunteer early to hold it. And then I try to talk to people for a while because I like holding the screen, but I don't know. I don't like holding the screen that much. I'd love to do I'd love to go to a cube of truth. I have yet to do in real life activism. I've only talked to people at work and family. I want some vegan friends, but live in New Hampshire. There are New Hampshireans vegans. I've met them. There's people in New Hampshire that are vegan enthusiasts for life. I guarantee you, again, get on Facebook, get on Craigslist, and just put it out there. Put your freak flag up and be like, hey, I'm a vegan. I want to do some light activism. Would somebody care to join me? You'll get somebody. Within a week, someone will say something. Someone will. Everyone thinks that they live in the middle of nowhere and there's nobody there. People in Orange County think that. People all over think that. They think that. People in LA think that. People in New York think no one's in my neighborhood. I don't know anybody. I promise you, there's somebody out there. You can do it. And when you do, let them know about Vegan, of course, and you guys can be part of. And I would love to know about what's happening out there. I love finding out what's happening in other states and other places. That's my favorite thing, is to know that there's people out there everywhere, and that what's happening to animals is something that is different in every place. Like if I lived in New Hampshire, I would find something that was pissing me off in New Hampshire, and I would be like, okay, can somebody please come with me to this? I bet you they do. I bet you they do horse-drawn carriages. That's the easiest one. Everybody can get behind the villainy of horse-drawn carriages. Be like, hey, I want someone to come with me and hold a sign. And then you can reach out to me or reach out to someone at PETA, and they'll send you free signs. They'll mail you free signs. And all you have to do is stand downtown for 1 hour and hold the signs, show it for the animals, get people to do that, and then go have coffee afterwards. Go get some vegan, go get some carrots. Or if you're really cool, bake some vegan cupcakes, and share them with the people that show up. That's one way to do it. Say like, hey, I got some vegan cupcakes and I'm going to order some signs from PETA. Would anybody like to come join me to protest Sequest in Dallas? Like somebody, that's a grassroots campaign. That's not a vegan campaign. It's a grassroots campaign. And if you're interested, now that I know that you're in New Hampshire, next time I know that something is happening in New Hampshire, I'll call you, man. I'll let you know. That because PETA is always looking for people to just show up. Just show up. You don't have to do much. You just have to show up. I thought of that about that, but don't know where to look. Facebook would be a waste of time for me. Try Craigslist. Or go out there with a sign someday and just stand there. Somebody will come up. Somebody will. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. For me, the rodeo has my eye. You're great. You have that rodeo museum where you are. You could literally show up to the rodeo museum, which is probably public property, or there's a sidewalk right there in front of it. We were there together, right? We went to the rodeo museum. Well, we were near it. We didn't go inside or give them money, but you could easily stand there with the sign on that busy street, and I guarantee you somebody would stop and be like, somebody's going to tell you F you, but somebody's probably going to, more people are going to be interested. They'll be like, what is this? What are you talking about? I think it's bad, and I want people to know about it. You don't have to talk. I think it's wrong. Google rodeo injuries. Google rodeo cruelty. That's what I would tell people. Google rodeo cruelty. If I was afraid of talking to people, I'd be like, well, what's all this about? Google rodeo cruelty. Google it. Google it. That might not be the best outreach, but for a beginner, hey, you're just planting seeds. And then I guarantee you, there's probably going to be people who aren't vegan who just hate the rodeo. And you could just be like, all right, well, and Tice is going to hate me for saying this, but someone who's against animal cruelty is the first step. It's the first step towards veganism. Hey, they're recognizing that, oh my God, animal cruelty is wrong. Now the question is, why is it wrong? Now the question is, how come it's wrong to own others? Now it's, what are you going to do about it? You got to go vegan if you're against owning others, because cruelty is a symptom of slavery. You're going to find people, maybe not vegans. Maybe you don't look for vegans. Maybe you just look for people who want to say something about the rodeo. Because I guarantee 100% there's people in your town who hate the rodeo. Yeah. You forgot in your own town that there's a rodeo museum. Yeah, that's where I would do it year round. I'd be out there year round, once a week. You can just stand by the rodeo museum. Protest the rodeo at the rodeo museum once a week for an hour. Could you do once a week for an hour? You think you can do that?